So I know a lot of you all heard that old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. No matter how hard you try, no matter what their background is, if they're promiscuous, if they're, what I'm saying, just grumpy, just they're just, you can't change them no matter what you do, no matter how much time, how much money, how much effort, no matter what you do, you can't change that person. Let me ask y'all something. I want to spin this narrative real quick and see how y'all feel about it. Did you ever think that you can't change that person because they don't want to be changed? They don't want to be changed. They're happy with going out all the time. They're happy with using drugs. They're happy with drinking all the time. They're happy with, being belligerent, self-centered. Did you ever think that it's not you, it's on them to change? I think a lot of people kind of get it misconstrued that it is on you to change that person. It's something that you need to do. Like, it's a lot of people that say, well, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That goes for males and females. Well, I just, what I'm saying, I had an epiphany and I was sitting down and I said, you know what? Did you ever think that it's them that need to change? It's them that want to say, yes, I want to change. I mean, that's just like with an addict. You can take them to rehab, an alcoholic, you can take them to Alcohol Anonymous, you can do all of these things, but that don't mean that they want to change. It's when they want to change is when things take effect. I had a friend who was kind of hooked on drugs when we were younger or whatever, and every time they took her to rehab, she would leave. She would find, I don't even know how, like Houdini, I don't know how she would appear back, but she would appear back, and it's like, well, you finished the treatment that fast? And it's like, nah, I left. And it wasn't until she wanted to change that she got help. And no matter what people said, no matter how much time people spent with her, no matter how much they said they loved her, how she was special, how God had a plan for her, it's like it wasn't until she believed it and she wanted it that it made it happen. And that always stuck with me or whatever. Even in the military, what I'm saying, it'd be soldiers who lack confidence. It'd be soldiers that, they fear talking in front of people or whatever it is. And it wasn't until they believed that they could do it that they started doing it. It didn't matter how much, you screamed at them or you yelled at them or whatever case may be. It was like until they believe. And I think that's the same way that goes for personal and professional relationships. It's not until that person believes in their self, believes in the action that they want to take to correct whatever it is that they're doing. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Some people like what they do. Some people just enjoy what it is that they do. Whatever behavior it is, if it's drinking and blacking out, if it's smoking weed and what I'm saying, and just be higher than a kite, some people just like what it is that they do. And I think that there's a level of acceptance that you got to understand. Some people you can't teach old dogs new tricks. How many people agree with that? How many people agree that, sometimes people are just stuck in their ways? You got grandma, hey, I make my pie this way. This is how I make my pie crust. I ain't buying no store-bought pie crust. Ain't nothing as good as mine. And you like, well, taste a piece of this. It still ain't as good as mine. Grandpa, grandpa, they're nothing as good as they cooking. But the fact of the matter is, I think we work hard at trying to change people. I think we get into this phase of this person has a lot of potential, or we're tired of waiting. So we ended up trying. We normally settle for something that we really don't want. And while we're settling, we then get into our head that, we can change this person. They didn't wear casual clothes before we met them, but we because we want someone there, because we want to have a companion, because we like something about them, we see the potential in them. We say, well, we could get with this person and we can level them up. Come on, man. How many times y'all done that? How many times y'all done that? You level them up. Okay, well, I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna buy you. Come on, ladies, I'm gonna buy you, some casual clothes, maybe a polo shirt, some slacks, some some shoes. Come on, fellas. Hey, I'm gonna take you so you can, buy you some casual clothes or whatever the case may be, because all you got is club clothes. Come on, how many people have tried to change the people that they with? And then what happens is you then get frustrated. You get frustrated because that person doesn't conform to what you think that they should be or what your picture of them is. I've definitely seen that too many times in relationships or whatever. So my advice to you guys would be, find someone that actually fits the narrative that you are looking for. They don't have to be perfect and don't have to always fit the narrative, but find someone a little bit closer. You know how you got that check block of 10? You got to have these 10 things in order for us to date. Some of y'all settle for 3. All right, they got teeth in their mouth, a tongue, and eyes. All right, okay, we can go together. We go together. I'll marry you. And then for the rest of your life, you're frustrated talking about you ain't have all the things I wanted anyway. You know what I'm saying? Be patient enough to wait for that person instead of the person with the 3, go with the person with the 5 or 6. Maybe you'll get to where you want to. I think a lot of you guys start out with the person with the 3, and you're frustrated. You're pissed off. You're mad. You hate life. You hate them. And it's not that you actually hate them. It's just the fact that things did not work out the way you wanted them to work out. So now you're frustrated. You see what I'm saying? And it can make you bitter towards relationships. It can make you jump out of a relationship and say all men are like this, all women are like this. And I noticed that's a lot of people's narrative, to say all. They never individualize the situation. They never say you're the one who hurt me or you're the one who disrespected me. It's always a generalization of everybody. Everybody has to be like this because this one person was like this. Well, you picked that dud. You picked that person that didn't want to better themselves, that lacked ambition, that lacked respect for you, that lacked loyalty, that lacked being trustworthy. You picked that person. You know what I'm saying? You picked that person. You allowed that person in your personal space. You started dating that person and you already saw the red flags. So no one's to blame for the situation but you. But see, some people take it a step further. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I about to piss somebody off early in the morning? I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to hit this gym real quick. I don't want to piss y'all off early this morning. I'm just trying to keep this smooth. This is kind of like a smooth morning wake-up conversation. You dig? But I'm telling you right now, a lot of people make the situation worse because with those people that they don't find to be ambitious, motivated about life, positive, empowering, they don't give you butterflies, but you still have children with them. Uh-oh. 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 You still have children with them. And you pass that same narrative on to the kids, that same discontentment on to the kids. And then you start wondering why it's so much frustration, it's so much negativity, because you never got over what you felt about your partner. And now you got a baby in the mix, and the baby can see the frustration that you guys have. So again, my advice would be find somebody that fits your cup of tea. Find somebody that you can build with that has more attributes that you're looking for. If you want somebody that's loyalty, they should be displaying loyalty from the jump. And here's the thing, anything that you want them to display or have, they need to be consistent with them. Be consistent with what they're doing. Demand consistency. Don't take nothing less. If you know that you want respect throughout the relationship, demand respect and let them know these are the things that I demand. I'm gonna say something else that may not be status quo. A lot of you guys think common sense is a worldwide, everybody's common sense is the same worldwide. Healing the Black Temple, salute, good morning. Everybody's conversation is the same worldwide. It's not. Everybody's conversation is not the same worldwide, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people only expand, well, if you live in the hood, or if you live in the city, or if you live this place, or you live that place. Let's take the suburbs versus the hood, okay? Urban community, right? Hell, a trailer park. There's going to be different versions of common sense. The things that may be common sense to you, the things that everybody else do, where everybody lock their door at night. Well, everybody don't lock their door at night. Some people leave their door wide open depending on where they live. Everybody smoke weed, in front of their kids. Everybody don't smoke weed in front of their kids. Everybody let their kids have sex in their house. Everybody don't have, everybody watch porn together. Everybody don't watch porn together. So you can't think that your common sense is the only common sense that matters. I'm telling you guys right now something you probably never even heard before. You got to start asking people, what is their common sense ratio? Like, what is the common denominator of certain rationales? What do you believe in? I was really trying not to catch traffic. What do you believe in? How do you weigh your common sense ratio? Everybody's sense of morality is different. Like, are you the type of person that believes that if somebody crosses you, you should hurt them? You should violate them? Or are you the type of person that'll call the police? Everybody's sense of rationale and common sense is different. I'm hoping y'all guys understand what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So you get with somebody whose rationale is, well, I can go to the club as long as I'm home before the sun comes up. It's good because that's their rationale. But your rationale is, well, you can't go to the club at all because you're in a relationship. Rationale, you gotta check people's rationale ratio and say, okay, well, what makes sense to you? Give them some scenarios that that would irk you, some scenarios that would be a deal breaker for you. No, you can't be in a club 5 days a week. I'm not accepting that. That's a zero tolerance for that. Or better yet, how about you can't have your friends over drinking and smoking in my house? For some people, hey, it's cool. It's nothing, and for others, that's a deal breaker. You got to check your level of rationale. What are you willing to tolerate? But I think a lot of people, like I said, they don't want to be alone. They scared to be alone. They scared to be patient enough to find the person that's really going to help build their relationship, whether personal and professional or a combination of the two. Afraid. And when you have that type of fear, what you do is you make big mistakes. You make big mistakes. Hell, I made gigantic mistakes. But the fact of the matter is, when you learn. I want to read this comment so bad, but I got this truck in front of me, and I don't want to be a statistic. Reading comments and dying. Check your rationale ratio. I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to throw. You would stop like that, wouldn't you? See, I told you. But I think that's a big part of it. People are afraid to be alone, and they say, well, you have one or two things that I'm looking for, or you caught me at the right. Oh my God, you caught me at the right time. How many people catch you at the right time? They catch you as soon as you break up and you're in that midst of, well, the hell with that person, or I'm going to get back at that person and make them jealous, or I'm so lonely, I just need somebody to come hold me tonight. I want to Netflix and just chill, or hell, I'm going to say it's a Netflix, but really I just want to chill. That's the issue. The issue is that we jump past the morality of saying, let me examine who you are. Let me really look at who you are. Because a lot of people from the jump, they have red flags. You know what I'm saying? Say I don't smoke and I'm dating somebody that's new and they hop in my car and start smoking. Like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? They think, hey, it's regular. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to ask. It's just something regular that they do. You see what I'm saying? And that would be a red flag. But because I'm scared to be alone. See what I'm saying? Because I'm scared to be alone, because I'm scared to tell them something that goes against having a good time. And that's what happens with us. That's what happens with us. Let's say you meet somebody, they got animals. Now I know all y'all ain't animal lovers. All y'all not animal lovers, man. For real. You know, you have a dog come hump your leg. You know, you just got them pants. You know, now you got a wet stain on your pants. I'm just saying, come on. How many people don't like cats? You see what I'm saying? You got cat hair all on you. So the thought process is, because you like that person, you'll oh yeah, I like the cat. Oh yeah, I like the dog. Because you like that person, you'll let certain things go. And then what happens is, when that cat hair gets in your food and you step in dog shit or slip in dog piss, now you're gonna be really pissed off. Now you're gonna be disgruntled. That's why I said, find someone that's your cup of tea. Find someone that matches you a little bit better. Now, some people say opposites attract. I believe that. I believe opposites attract. But make sure the person is not dysfunctionally opposite. Sometimes we get with people who are dysfunctionally opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's what they believe in and what they do. Their morals and standards and values and morality is negative. It's so negative that it's dysfunctional to you. It's dysfunctional to your household. It's dysfunctional to where you work at. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't provide serenity. You know. So make sure that you're not getting with someone that is only good for one or two things. Like I used to hear these old heads talk when I was growing up. They only good for one or two things. And I always used to think, like, if they only good for one or two things, why you with them? Why would you be with somebody that you pronounce and promote they only good for one or two things? You know, if it's women, they be like, oh, they only good for fixing cars and grilling. Fixing cars and grilling. I said, it's so much more. As I grew up, it's so much more they need to be good at. Communication, being a father, like, I mean, cookouts and fixing cars, they only good at. Females, they only good for making sandwiches and laying on their back. But it's so much more to being in a relationship. It's so much more to having a companion. I don't know if I could live, or I could be with somebody who's only good at one or two things. Now, some people say you ain't got to master everything. You just got to be good at one or two things. And I hear you. Sometimes you can't be the jack of all trades. And I get that. You need to know a little bit about a lot. And I get that as well. But I think that now that we have the internet, now that we have so much access to information, I believe the one or two things is out of the door. I believe now we can expect the people that we want to be with, that we want to build with, that we want to be our wives and husbands, hell, even our kids, we can expect them to be better than just one or two things. We can raise the bar a little bit. Salute. We can raise the bar a little bit. I think that we're lowering the margin of saying, oh, well, you can only be good at one or two things. No, I expect you to be good. You know, I expect you, you don't have to be perfect at everything, but I expect you to try to do the best that you can. I think that we sometimes we limit our own potential. We limit our own potential. Our child comes to us and says, oh, Dad, Mom, I want to be a doctor. Well, maybe you should worry about working at the front desk. That's a great job. In the hotel, work at the front desk. I didn't say I want to work at the front desk. I said I want to be a doctor. And instead of supporting that dream and giving your son or daughter the resources that they need, you lessen their dream. My grandmother told me, R.I.P. to my grandmother. You know, definitely did a lot for me. But I remember I was in a foster home, and I went back to go see my grandmother. I get, when you're in a foster home, sometimes you get visitation with your biological family. So I went back to go see her, and I told her, this was around me getting ready to graduate from high school, and I said, I joined the military, and she gave me a smile, and then she gave me a speech. Y'all want to hear the speech? Boy, that lady, but so she said, baby, this is my grandma's voice. Don't joke on my grandma's voice. She said, baby, she said, now Mario, I let her know. Now Mario, I know you're gonna make the right decision, but don't go in that white man's army. Don't go fight for that white man. And I was just like, so what you want me to work at? 7-Eleven? That's a good safe job, baby. That's a good 7-Eleven is a good respectable job. You want me to go work at 7-Eleven? So I got the chance to travel the world. I got a chance to get a free college education. I got a chance to network. I got a chance to better my leadership, abilities. And you want me to go work at 7-Eleven? Yes, baby, I get to see you all the time. Because that's what it really was about. I get to see you all the time. And then she pinched my cheeks. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That lady knows she was something else. Yeah, she's like, don't go in there. And I was just like, and I always used to sit down and I used to tell my soldiers this story. Like, people will, when you tell them what you want to do, people will put their fears or acceptance onto you. Like the things that they will accept and not accept, the things that they fear and don't fear. Like her fear was me leaving, her not having access to her grandson. So instead of listening to what I wanted, what she's going to do is say, well, won't you just do this? Won't you do something local? Won't you do something, not as prestigious as joining the military, for those people that feel like it's prestigious, definitely learned a lot, had a lot of great times in the military, great opportunities in the military. So maybe 7-Eleven would have gave me that, but I don't think it would have been an adventure. And I think for a young man coming from where I come from, I think that's what I wanted to do, and I definitely think that it matched my ambition. And I just didn't think 7-Eleven, and plus, I only knew 7-Eleven to be like Arabs and or Slurpee. I didn't see maybe I could be a GM or something like that. I was young, but the fact of the matter is, I just never will forget her trying to convince me. She had a valid point. I'm gonna make these pies. You're gonna miss these pies. She right. I miss plenty of pies. I miss plenty of birthdays, graduations, funerals, weddings, birthday. I missed a whole lot of stuff, but I gained a lot too. But I just noticed people will do that. Your friends will do that. You tell them you're getting ready to open up a business. Girl, don't worry about that business. You ain't good at math. We had a friend, but we had another mutual friend was like, you go tell a girl, you ain't good at math. I'm like, what? Come on, man. Come on. Dude talking about he wanted to do some things. It just sometimes your friends and your family are the worst. But who I find that supports you a lot? Strangers. Just strangers. Like a stranger will say, let me like your page, let me share your page, let me send you a donation. A stranger will support you sometimes better than your family and friends. A stranger will encourage you to go open up that business, to lose weight, to travel, to jump back out there and start dating again. I just noticed that a stranger sometimes can be your guardian angel, whereas your family and friends, and maybe it's because they feel like they know you. People feel like your family and friends, they know who you are. They know that you're a procrastinator. They know that you never finish anything that you start. They know that you're hateful, you're spiteful, you're vindictive, you're bitter. They know who you are. Or do they know the old you? They know the crackhead you. Uh-oh. They know the drug dealer you. They know the gang member you. Maybe they know the old you and y'all just ain't do a good job at letting them know, hey, this is the new me. Come on, ladies. How many people were materialistic? It was all about the money. How many people was about partying all the time? And then something clicked, something happened, and then you start to say, you know what, maybe I need to, you know what I'm saying, reinvent myself. Maybe I need to do something different. A lot of you guys be partying with people who don't care about you. And I said this before, but let me reiterate something in a different light. How many people party with the same people every week? Right? You party with the same people every week. But when you don't show up one day, one night, none of those people at that party that you know that's going to be there will call you and check to see if you're okay. They won't send you an email. They won't text you. They won't stop by. They won't call you. They won't contact you. So the party continues without you. Well, my thought process is this. How's your credit? Did you buy that home that you wanted? Are you able to get that car that you want? You're always talking about going back to school to get that next degree. Did you ever go back to school? Did you ever write that book? Did you ever get that rest that you needed? Because you're always talking about, I only got 3 hours a night. Did you ever get that rest? Did you ever do a self-reflection? Did you ever look at and write down your short-term and long-term goals and ask yourself, hey man, you know, this is what I really want to do in life. You've been partying your life away. You've been partying your opportunities away. And here's the thing, you're partying with people that don't help you promote your ambition. So what am I saying? What am I saying with this whole situation? I'm saying that wouldn't you rather party with people that help make you money, that help promote your ambitions, that will call you if you're not there just to check up on you to make sure that you're okay, that know your first and last name, not just your nickname, that's an asset to not only you, but your business and your children. Y'all got friends that you party with that don't even help you in your business. You got friends that you party with, you can't get them to invite you to anything positive, like a museum, space station. So, I mean, something that's going to enlighten you. You know what I'm saying? Everything's about drinking, smoking, partying, drugs, sex. You don't have friends that's ambitious enough to occupy time and space on something positive. You stuck in a cesspool. You stuck in a rut. You stuck dealing with people that you really can't get nothing from. They're liabilities. But see, the thing about that is, and this is what's gonna make you really sit back in your seat right now. You just like them. You tell yourself you're different. You tell yourself you're different. You tell yourself that you're better. You tell yourself that, you know what, I'm just with them, just for the time being. But you are birds of a feather. But in order to get out that rut, you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up out your bed and do something. Bust a move. You know, hey, I can't come every weekend to come party with you. I'm working on something. You know, I'm working on me, which is most important. Numero uno, the star player of my team. You've been doing the same thing for the last 5 years. None of the friends in your circle own a home. One of my friends, no, they're renting a home. They don't own a home, but they've been living there for 5 years. Message. I ain't a preacher, but it's a message. All of your friends in your circle have we call them beaters. Not wife beaters. I'm talking about beaters in reference to their cars. Some always breaking down with their car because they can't afford to go get a new car. I ain't talking about an old school that you done fixed up. I'm talking about a beater that's like, okay, used car lot express. Some people say, why would I invest in a new car? I'm invest in a new car. It's not an option. It's different when you choose to do other things. It's different. You can talk spicy if you want to, but if you don't have the option to talk spicy, see what I'm saying? How many people living in a situation where it's not conducive to them starting a family? Hell, having company. Some of y'all still live with your parents. You can't talk spicy living with your parents. You can't be humping and jumping, you know, and your mom and your dad or your grandparents walking around. You can't. That's not your domain. Yeah, you live there. You still got that room you had when you was 12 years old. I'm just saying. Or maybe you've upgraded and moved to the basement. Right? But you can't go out there and get your own. I kind of glanced at the... I'm going to check out the chat later. It's wicked out here. It's wicked. But that's just real. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. You know, some people say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Some people stuck in their ways. They stuck being complacent. They're happy being complacent. You see what I'm saying? You ever had an ambitious person that's dating a person that's complacent, that lacks ambition? It's a miserable thing. That is a miserable thing. As long as the lights stay on, I'm good. As long as the water's still running, then I'm good. I think that's one thing to be. It's one thing to be happy and content versus complacent, because it's not even about running in place. No, it's standing in place, not moving at all. You know, if I'm content, okay, I'm jogging, you know, I'm still moving, I'm still agile. But if I'm just complacent, it's like, you know, I mean, even if you run in place, you're still moving. You're still moving. And some people even cheat a little bit and cheat up a couple inches because they're running in place. They're pumped up with energy. A lot of people have lost their motivation for life. Let's just be real. A lot of people have lost their motivation for life. They're not excited about anything. Salute to Behind the Bar. I'm able to see you. They're not excited about it. You ever talk to somebody who just don't have the energy to do anything, like, or not happy about anything? It's just like, man, bro, you need to drink a Red Bull. You need to grow some wings. Like, you need a Snickers, a Lay's potato chip. You need something. Because you ain't happy about nothing, Nathan. You'd be like, Jesus, tomorrow. All right, this. Like, for real, man. Shoot, man. And you ain't happy about nothing. Like, what happened to you? Why you ain't excited about anything? Like, that's I'm telling you right now, those are the type of people that, you know what I'm saying, either need to go see a therapist or they need to really do some soul searching and find out what they want out of life. Let me ask you something. Are you a good friend? Are y'all good friends? I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. You gonna let me over, homie? We gonna do this early in the morning, huh? Oh, you okay? All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I didn't think you wanted this smoke early in the morning. I didn't think they wanted that. How many people say they're a good friend? Like, do you challenge the people around you? Do you promote the people around you? Or do you allow them to be complacent? I think I gotta get over, and I can't because of you. You gonna let me over? You're not. You're not gonna let me over. Somebody said, absolutely. You're a good friend. What makes you a good friend? Are you a good friend because you let people borrow money sometimes? You're a good friend because you gossip and you like drama. You're a good friend because you're a drinking buddy. Y'all smoke weed together. Y'all turn up together. Y'all good. Does that make you a good friend? Because you take people to work. You pay a light bill every now and then. What makes you a good friend? I'm getting ready to stop in a minute, so I'm be able to read these comments. What makes you a good friend? Let's get some people up in here. A good friend to me is a person that is patient enough to listen to what you got going on, but to also give you tough love. I think that's a good friend. You know, a good friend is a person that's going to apply common sense to any situation. Doesn't matter what it is. A good friend is not going to always tell you what you want to hear. A good friend is going to be excited about the things that you're excited about. But when I mean excited about the things that you're excited, just because you're excited about it, they're going to be excited about it. It doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, let's just say, hey, you want to be a porn star. You're excited about it. But, you know, your friend is excited that you're excited about being a porn star, but is going to tell you the real. Hey, you know that, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's probably not going to be a good look for you. Friend is going to tell you that. But see, a lot of y'all get friends based on necessity. I mean, how many people feel like they put people around them based on necessity? I know somebody lost right there. What do you mean based on necessity? How many people put friends around them based on what they need? Well, I need somebody that owns a car dealership. I need somebody that's a realtor. I need somebody that owns a club or knows their way around a club. I need this. I need that. So I'm going to make you my friend. They didn't sign up to be your friend. You made them your friend. How many people put their friends around them based on necessity? I appreciate that. Thank you. I seen this is a good subject. Thank you very much. I wish I could read the chat, but I don't want to die. Okay, I don't want to die. This will be the last subject. This will be on my tombstone. A live that turns deadly. For real. I believe everybody should pick their friends based on necessity. I do. But I believe also that you need to make sure that your friends are balanced. Make sure that your friends are balanced. Make sure that you don't have just, you know what I'm saying, super crazy friends, off the wall friends, disrespectful friends, loud friends. You got to have some business friends too. You got to have some travel friends too. You got to have some tough love friends too. You got to have people that's going to help balance you out, balance the conversation, balance the situation. You can't just have friends that help you deflect all the time. It's nothing wrong with you. It's always somebody else. It ain't you, it's the manager at your job. It ain't you, it's the pastor that's always preaching about some positivity. That's the problem. They're gonna help you deflect. Some of y'all put friends around you that are the deflect kings and queens. Some of y'all do. You can't stand for somebody to give you any type of criticism, whether constructive or otherwise. And the moment a friend tells you about you, because they're your friend, they know you, they've been hanging with you, they've seen you with your kids, they've seen you with your man, they've seen you with your girl, they've seen you at work, they've seen you in rare form. And one day y'all get into it, and all the gloves is off, they going in, and they telling you about yourself. They are giving you the business, the 411. Hello? Here you go. And they telling you some shit that you already know. They're not telling you nothing new, but the fact that they saying it out loud and speaking into fruition, it's like, oh, how dare you? How dare you? Y'all normally keep those friends on the wraps. Y'all normally keep those friends at bay. See, it's all good when your friends are hyped up, you know, when they ready to, you know what I'm saying, curse somebody out, or, you know, twerk, or, you know, be loud and be crazy and talk about drama and gossip. But when they start focusing that same type of energy, because we like to say keep the same energy, when they put that energy on you to tell you about you, to give you that, and maybe it's not constructive criticism, maybe it's just to rip you apart, because your friends know that you struggle with reading out loud. Your friends know that you struggle with reading out loud, or your friends know that, you know, your equilibrium messed up, or what, you know, your house smell funny, or your friends know the details. And when y'all go back and forth, they let you have the business. They let you have the business. No man would want your house stink. You don't wash your clothes. You know what I'm saying? You can't even cook. How you over the age of 30 and you can't cook an egg? You know, but you know, somewhere in that conversation, it's some validity to the conversation. It's what they're saying that promotes some type of truth, and it makes you say, damn. I have seen hell, I've gotten into some heated debates or whatever, where people have said some things, and it does make you look at the situation like, motherfucker, you got me, you got that one, you got that one. Finally stopped. But yeah, I think that it's a lot of people out there that consider themselves old dogs, and you know, you can't teach them new tricks. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to learn new tricks. They're comfortable in their skin. They're comfortable with what it is that they do. They have a logical routine based on what they think it is. The thing about it is, it's something about that old dog. It's just something about that old dog that we find, some of you all find attractive. Some of you all find like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I need that around me for some reason. It's just something that they do that, you know, maybe they're funny, maybe they're attractive. Maybe you just need a companion, but it's something about that old dog. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just see the potential. You know what? I can change them. I can alter them. But then you come to realize that you're more frustrated trying to alter someone who is happy with who they are. I'm trying to alter someone that promotes, I don't give a damn about nothing. I ain't changing for nobody. This me. Love me or hate me. I said in one of my videos that, you know, it's like forcing someone to get into a car with you and taking them somewhere that they don't want to go. They're going to complain the whole time. They're not going to help you, you know what I'm saying, if the engine light comes on or if a tire gets flat. They're there for the ride, complaining the whole time. Can you imagine getting in a car for the rest of your life with somebody that don't want to be there? Don't worry, I'll wait. Can you imagine that? That's going to complain the entire time. That's going to do more to distract you, more to corrupt, more to derail, more to degrade the drive. And that's what a lot of us do. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be in a relationship where they have to dress a certain way, they have to talk a certain type of way, they have to empower, they have to be loyal, they have to be trustworthy, they can't go to the club all the time, they can't smoke when they want, drink when they want, they can't do certain things because you have this idea in your mind that this is the type of relationship that you want, but you didn't go get that type of person. You got a person where you feel like, well, I can build them, I can mold them into what I want. And the thought process here is this: sometimes you can enlighten people and show people a different way of living. You can introduce them to finer things. You can bring them around different locations and etc. Expose them to different things, but that don't mean they're gonna change. Some people resort back to what they know. I was saying the same thing about Sonetta. Like, he does this whole thing where he promotes this whole black power and black people and yada yada yada, and then as soon as he gets upset or he gets challenged, he resorts back to calling names as if he's a regular street dude. You know, there has to be a difference. There has to be a different method of approach when you say that you've leveled up. When you level up, it should be mentally as well. A lot of people think leveling up is just, okay, well, I got a new car, I got tools, I got jewelry, but mentally, have you leveled up? A lot of people make the mistake of promoting half truth of the level up. I got this, so it showcases to everybody I've leveled up. But really, mentally, you've never leveled up. And I think that's the problem. Mentally, you would never level up. Which is why you don't see a change in behavior. They say you can take the person out the hood, but can't take the hood out the person. Mentally, you've never leveled up. Come on, the baby got all this money or whatever case may be. You would think that, you know what I'm saying, you would be more cautious about what you say. But when you start talking about, you know, people with, you know, STDs and this and this and this and saying certain things, you should be more responsible for that. Now he's trying to do all of this damage control stuff, which I find funny. I find hilarious. You know, or let me go down to, you know, this clinic and be around these people, and let me go hug Lil Nas now. Like, bro, you've already exposed who you are. You can't teach your old dog new tricks. You've exposed who you are. You've exposed who you are. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is the reason why I didn't have an issue with Trump. Wait a minute. Oh my God. This is the issue. I didn't have an issue with Trump, because to me, Trump had already said who he was. He already showed who I didn't vote for Trump, but the fact of the matter is, he already showcased who he was. And if you come in and you show me that you a bastard, then it is what it is. If you show me you a jackass, then it is what it is. I appreciate you showing me who you are, and I ain't got to find out. Come on, ladies. How many of y'all always telling a man, oh, and I want you to be honest and truthful with me? Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. I want you to be honest and truthful with me. Let me pull over real quick. I don't want to discover and find out later. I want to know right now. I'm selfish like that. I hope Creepy Joe has shown everyone who he is. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gonna get into too many politics. I'm just saying, I appreciate somebody for showcasing who they are up front. You know what I'm saying? Don't surprise me with anything. You know, that's like meeting someone and you're trying to hire them for a job, and they come in clean cut and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, polite, professional, etc., and then all of a sudden you hire them, right? And then now they're the total opposite of what you hired. Same thing. Relationships are jobs. Anybody that don't believe that, I'm sorry. Relationships are jobs. You hire that person. The first date is an interview. Some people have a extended interview. That means the first 30 days is the interview. So you're constantly going on this interview. You're constantly talking to that person. And don't get me wrong. Some men and some women are good at interviews, at good on putting on a facade, at good at showing potential, at good at saying the right things, good at cracking the right jokes. And then somewhere along the line, after that 30 days, after that honeymoon phase, the real them comes out. The real them comes out. The real them comes out. The facade now dwindles away. The lack of professionalism starts to show. The lack of loyalty starts to show. The lack of trustworthy and being on time and being consistent starts to show. The lack of support starts to show. It seems like they're bewildered. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate my moderators. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I would tell you like this: if you find somebody with the potential, you know what I'm saying? Because what was her name? What's that girl name? K. Michelle. You can't raise a man. You're not gonna meet. It's very rare that you're gonna meet somebody that has everything together, like just everything. But there are a lot of people out there that have key things that's going to make y'all relationship blossom. Key things. Now, if you start skipping over things, it's okay that you still live with your parents. It's okay that you don't have a car. It's okay that you don't have a job. It's okay that you don't have a college degree. Like, if you start skipping over things because you really want, you're tired of waiting, you're frustrated, you're horny, all your friends are getting married and having babies and buying homes and cars, and you want to join them in the circle of love. I'm gonna make this person mine. Okay. Well, you have to be willing to help build that person. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all something that a lot of people are afraid to tell y'all, right? All right, I'm probably gonna piss somebody off. You guys overlook so much in the beginning of a relationship. I'm gonna say a relationship. I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna say relationship. You overlook so much, and the second that you're out that relationship, you go to bragging about what the other person didn't have. I feel like something on my mouth. It is. Why you ain't telling me something was on my mouth? Damn soup coolers, boy. Goddamn soup coolers, boy. I remember when I first heard somebody say, what you doing with them soup coolers? I'm like, I ain't got no goddamn soup. Like your mouth. But you go to bragging about what the other person didn't have. Well, they didn't have a college degree. They didn't have money in the bank. Their credit, their job, where they lived at. And I always used to sit back and was like, why did you get with them then? Like, what was the purpose of getting with them? And then why, if you're in a situation of thinking this person has the potential, or you're tired of waiting, et cetera, you want a companion, why, after you get out the situation, do they not have what it is you say they don't have? So that means you ain't a good companion. Y'all see where I went with that? You can't get around me, okay, somebody who knows their worth, like a lot of you guys know your worth, and tell me about another person who you was in a relationship with, what they didn't have at the beginning, and you're telling me they've been with you for over 90 days and they still don't have it. Well, were you helping them? Because a relationship is about you guys building one another up. You see what I'm saying? So whatever they didn't have, they should have had it at the end of your relationship. So if their credit was bad, you should have helped them. If they weren't fat, you should have helped them. If they didn't have a car, you should have helped them. And I'm not saying reach in your pocket and pay. I'm saying you should have helped them. So however you want to take that, because some people, I'm not going to pay for this, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's funny how, a lot of people, what they're willing to wait for and build up versus what they actually do. Like, people will wait a whole year to go to Essence Fest, right? A whole year to go to this location or whatever case may be. Oh, well, let me go ahead and get my room now. Wait a whole year, patient. It's like countdown, go on a cruise, like countdown, right? But they won't wait to build their partner up. They won't wait for their partner to get to the level that they need to be at. It's just interesting to me. Like you're willing to wait, put effort and time into something that has nothing to do with your immediate direct life, your immediate direct relationship. A lot of you all focus your attention on so many things outside your relationship and expect your relationship to blossom. When I say relationship, I mean your kids, I mean your job, I mean your attitude. I mean the things that really matter at the end of the day. Like you don't spend any time, for those that do work for other people or entrepreneurs or whatever, but you don't spend any time bettering your craft, learning your craft. Microwave era, you exactly right. You're exactly right. But the fact of the matter, you don't spend any time trying to better you. No self-improvement classes, no empowerment seminars, no positive content creators, except ToughLove. And a few more, salute to them. But the fact of the matter is you don't spend any time trying to manifest. You don't spend any time trying to enlighten. You know, trying to reflect. You spend a lot of time focusing your attention and pointing elsewhere. Too much time. Too much time. You get lost in reality TV shows. You get lost. Oh, your favorite song is the most ratchet song on the radio. And of course, they're playing that song every 30 minutes. Now, I mean, everybody like a little ratchet area here and there. You know what I'm saying? Little. You know, they like ratchet, like they like salt. Just a little here and there. You know what I'm saying? But some people live in this era of, you know, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be obnoxious. I'm going to be a savage. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And at the end of the day, you're really not a savage. You just disrespectful. You're really not a bad. You just a bad person. You think by buying an expensive purse is going to make you important. You think by throwing rims on your car is going to make you the man in the club. By buying the biggest chain, the biggest watch, some designer glasses, having the longest bundles or whatever case, you think no, it's the person, it's the character. It's the character, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know for a fact, myself and a few other people that I know for a fact could go to Walmart and get an outfit as good as the outfit that you could get going to the mall and pull some girls. Or the females that I know will pull some guys because of their confidence. And it's not a false confidence. They can back it up. Can you back it up? The same way that you put your hair on, your eyelashes on, your lipstick, your makeup, and all this other stuff, the fingernails and all. Are you as confident with those things on as you are with those things off? Fellas, are you confident outside your car with rims, without the chains, right? Without the glasses, without the hats? Are you confident as you are with that you are without? The problem is a lot of people that are not confident. They're not confident about who they is. They need a gimmick. They need something to say, I am he and I am she. And that's the issue. The issue is that you meet the person that's putting on the facade. You meet the person that you think is full of life and full of energy. They're just a people person and yada yada yada, and they got it like that. And then it's like, man, how you struggling to pay all your bills? But you just brought the. How you a bad? But you live where? You still live with your mama? But I thought you was. Remember you was popping bottles in the club. You was like turn up, get lit, twerk, hey. What you mean you ain't got no car? I don't want it. You put that facade on, and some people carry that facade for so long that it starts to turn in their mind like, yo, this is who I am for real. And when they don't have those things, they don't have those eyelashes on, they're quiet. They don't have that hair on, they're quiet. When they don't have that chain near his car, quiet. You don't even know who they are. You can't pick them out of crowd. But the minute they put on the chain and some earring, yo, yeah, turn up, like, turn what up? What are we turning up? Because we've been doing the same. See, here's the thing. People are confident at doing the same negativity consistently. So if you steadily stay in that facade of, I got it like that, instead of saying, let me take a break to go get it like that. It's different. It's different. Anybody who is a hustler, I consider myself to be a hustler, right? Anybody that is a hustler knows that certain things are always going to be there. Males are always going to be available. Females are always going to be the club. I'm about to piss somebody off. It's always going to be available. Go get your shit. Go chase your bag and catch up to it. Because you hear a lot of people say, I'm chasing my bag. Well, go catch up to it. Go grab it. You've been running after it, sweating and bleeding and crying and losing weight, but you ain't never catch up to it. Go get it. Go get it for real. Go do what you gotta do. That's what your friends, your support system, your family members, the people around you should be telling you. That's the energy you should wake up with. Hey, let me call or let me shoot this text out. Hey, let's get this bag. Let's get this bag. We got things we need to talk about. And it's not about who we bringing down. It's not about what we heard about somebody's relationship or somebody getting fired. No, it's about us building. We planning trips. Hey, make sure you get your passport now. Stop playing around. Hey, what's your credit score at? Okay, cool. We about to hit this 800 club. You got to talk that. You got to be that. That has to be action. You have to be inspired. It needs to be some type of energy level when your friends call to text you. You need to get bubbles like, yo, this is my homeboy. But this ain't just my homeboy. This is a future business partner. This is a future confidant. You bringing people around your kids that are superheroes, not villains. Not just bad bitches and savages. And no, you bringing people around your children that are superheroes. You're the only one in your circle that knows what's going on in the news. You're the only one in your circle that's interested in buying a home. I'm about to hurt somebody's feelings. You're the only one in your circle that knows the difference between a FICO score and Credit Karma. Like you're the only one in your circle that knows a little bit about stocks. You're the only one in your circle that's been outside the country. It's time for you to get a better circle. It's time for you to expand your horizons. It's time for you to talk to people that's not only talking, but walking the walk. That's excited about life. Some of y'all sit online and you troll. That is your number one thing to do in life or whatever. But in real life, you have no life. And I hate to hit the trolls like that. But my thing about it is, you know what I would not do if I'm successful? If I'm powerful, if I'm living my best life, of course I'm living a good life, but of course it always could be better. But you know what I never sit down and think about? Let me go to somebody's page that I don't like or that I don't agree with or that I don't want to see blossom, and let me sit here and just listen to their whole conversation and just put crazy stuff in the chat. That makes you feel good as a man or a woman. Okay. I would rather build a person up than tear them down. I would rather donate to the conversation in a positive manner than say something negative to bring attention to myself. See, the thing about it is people don't get attention in real life. When you know a person that gets attention in real life, they carry themselves different. Ladies, you ever and I say this from this perspective because of course I'm a man, but ladies, you ever have a guy come to you and you could tell that he doesn't get attention in real life? You see what I'm saying? There's a certain type of swag, a certain type of gentleman or hood, but there's a certain way that he presents himself that lets you know that he's accustomed to talking to women of a certain caliber. Same thing for fellas. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a female have a conversation with a female and you knew she was about something? You knew that she could handle bringing around your kids or going to a work function or, hey, even going to church or meeting your parents. You knew she can handle that. You knew in her conversation, it wasn't all, hey, hey, hey. Like, this is a Barney song. Why are you twerking to a Barney song? What the Man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Hey, listen. I appreciate you all. I'm glad the Tough Love family is growing. We've had some phenomenal conversations. I'm hoping that you guys are going back, checking out some other videos. Please hit that like button. For my understanding, I'm getting this from a lot of big YouTubers who are hitting me up. Salute to y'all. I'm not gonna keep calling no names or whatever case may be. This is my video. But the fact of the matter is, I appreciate all the advice. Yes, I am asking you to hit the like button. Yes, I am asking you to share this. I believe that my content needs to be heard. I believe that this is a tough conversation only because we don't take the time to listen to one another. We're not patient. It's a lot of things going on between men and women, a lot of things going on versus the community, and a lot of things oppressing our children. So we just need to have the conversation and take the time to listen to one another. I thank you all for your time and your energy. I thank you for your donations. I thank you for, and when I say donations, that means you're donating your time and your energy. You're hitting that like button, you're sharing, you're letting other content creators know, hey, go check out Tough Love. I'm telling y'all, my email is looking very promising. And when I say promising, that means there are people that want to work, not only work with Tough Love, but they're not afraid for me to come on their platform and have the conversation. There's a lot of your favorite content creators, they don't want somebody like Tough Love on their platform because they believe that they're going to lose subscribers. I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? So when I tag certain type of people or whatever case may be, I always wait to see if I'm going to get a response. You see what I'm saying? And what that response is going to be. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody that's promoting a positive message and bringing people together. Anybody that's a counter to that is a distraction, and there's a zero tolerance to that. O'Shea's been here as well. I haven't had a one-on-one with O'Shea. That'll be pretty cool. Just as a disclaimer, I don't belong to the manosphere or red pill. I just call it like I see it. This is a common sense denominator conversation. You know what I'm saying? I salute you all because you all make this happen. You all provide an audience to be able to talk to or whatever case may be. Thanks for rocking with me. Until next time, adult up. Peace. This is Tough Love. I'm Mario J. I'm going to holler at y'all.